Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Panel to Panel, the show about comics and everything pertaining to. I am your host. I am the Spin Dash, and with me, as always, is the Dreadlocked King, the Space Chief.
Hello.
The lovely Jules.
Hello, everyone.
And tonight, Panel to Panel is getting knocked up. Well, super knocked up, that is. So we want to welcome our special guest from the show, Super Knocked Up, creator Jeff Burns.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for having us.
Captain Amazing himself, Mark Pezzula.
Hello. Thank you for having us on. Hi, everybody.
And the lovely, beautiful Dark Star herself, Jourdan Gibson.
Hey, everybody. Happy to be here.
We are happy to have him here with us. So let's talk a little bit first, Jeff, about the show, Super Knocked Up. What's it about? How did it come into your brain housing group? How did you decide you wanted a superhero to knock up a supervillainous?
Sure. Well, so here, I'll always let Jourdan say what the show's about, and then I'll go into how I came up with it, because she's very good at that. So I'll let her take that, and then I'll go into where I came up with it.
Thank you. I was going to say, just a warning, I'm at work, so if someone walks in, that's who I'm talking to. It's my boss.
That's okay. Just tell them that they're a special guest on the show.
Oh, my gosh.
We'll interview them,
I'll totally
too.
bring them over. Awesome. Okay, now I'm kind of hoping that he walks in. Super Knocked Up. It's a comedic web series where my character is a supervillain. She's kind of a badass chick, not super nice. Her arch enemy is Captain Amazing, and he's a superhero. They fight, and then they have a night of passion, and she gets knocked up. She gets super knocked up. And then they have to juggle this pregnancy and their hatred and saving the world and tearing down the world and raising the baby and everything together, and it's just a disaster, and it's amazing, and it's funny. It's a great show. I'm a fan.
Indeed.
She's not just an actress, she's a fan.
Right. I'm a fan. And I use my hands a lot, apparently, because that's all I keep doing.
Yes, that is what the show's about. Very nice. And I came up with the show because I just based it on Mark's life, actually. That's what happened to him in real life.
And now we have to try to figure out which supervillainous Mark knocked up. Which supervillainous Mark knocked up.
A lot of them.
I mean,
Which one haven't I knocked up? That's the bigger question.
Oprah?
No, definitely knocked her up.
She's
I said
villainous.
Knocked her up 2 times.
Oh.
working on that. Oh. Nice.
Where I really came up with it is from an online screenwriting course, actually, through screenwritingu.com. We were supposed to write a feature-length screenplay in 6 months of the course, and the first thing we did is come up with what concept we were going to take to write it with, and going through the techniques I learned there, the different, brainstorming things, we were trying to come up with something unique, and that was different. I was playing around with a lot of different superhero ideas just because I've always loved, superheroes and comics since I was a kid, and I've always wanted to tell a superhero story. So just really going through the techniques in the course is one day this idea came to me, like what would happen if a hero and a villain had a baby together, and they, these two enemies had to try to raise this kid. And, as soon as I came up with the idea, I thought, wow, that's really cool. I love that idea. And, I just knew I had to write it from there. So that's the origins of it.
And Mark, how did you kind of get involved as Captain Amazing?
Well, Jeff, I've known Jeff for about 10 years now.
That's 10 years of my life.
I know, exactly. So I'm saying. Yeah, I know it's been years.
It just got better.
Yeah. But he asked me to work on some short films, and I said yes, behind the scenes. And then I slowly got into acting. I acted in a couple of short films, horror films in the area. And, I actually auditioned for one of Jeff's films years ago, and he totally just denied me. He was like, "Nope, next," because I was terrible. I was awful. And then a few years later, he saw me act in a short dramatic film, and he was just like, "Wow, you've improved." And he just said, "Do you want to be a superhero in my web series?" And at first I was like, "Really? Like,
wow, you've improved?" Is that what I said? Wow, you've improved.
He was like, "Wow, but like Doc Brown hair. Wow, you've improved. 1.21 gigawatts." Pezzula. He just asked me, "Do you want to be a superhero?" And I was like, "Sure. Like, who doesn't want to be a superhero?" And so then the rest is history, and now we're here right now. So.
And Jourdan, you actually came on.
It's a good policy. Anyone asks you if you want to be a superhero, you always say absolutely.
Right. The two things.
You don't just say nah.
The two things. If you say, "Do you want to be a superhero?"
Yes.
And also, when somebody asks if you're a god, you say yes.
Say yes.
Yeah.
And Jourdan, you actually came on in the second season, correct?
Yeah.
You joined
I
the
did.
second season, so I guess I have to ask, how did the transfer between the Dark Stars happen? How did that happen? Because I mean, both of you were fantastic as Dark Star. Just wanted to know, how did the transition happen?
Well, I had to kill the first girl, actually. So that took a bit of planning, a bit of effort.
Of course.
You know, they really got me in the
It was a little
character.
tougher to kill than you thought.
It was very bloody and violent, and
It took
Mark and I have been just disturbed ever since then.
Yeah.
First one's always the hardest.
We like
All
a little
the
bit of
character research I
controversy.
did to play a villain. Okay, all right then, we'll bring that to you. I had heard of Super Knocked Up because I've been involved in the web community for a couple years, and I was just randomly looking at this actor submission website, and I saw that Super Knocked Up was, I would love to be on that. And I couldn't believe it when I actually saw that they were casting for the lead role, and so I jumped on it immediately and sent in an audition tape, and it just it went from there.
That is awesome.
Jeff, do you want to comment?
Yeah, who wants to comment on that?
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much that's the way it went. Yeah, I mean, we had a ton of submissions. We had like 700 submissions online for the role, which was, pretty amazing. Jourdan's audition just really blew me away. I showed it to Mark too, same thing with him, and she was far and away the choice, that, I knew it had to be her, and which is why we even flew her in from LA all the way out here to upstate New York where we shoot, to shoot it, because that's how confident I was that she was the right person to play Dark Star.
Now, Jules and I have talked about this, and we talked about this when we first talked with you all about being on the show. And I posed a question to Jules, and she said, "You know what? I had the same question. What is the gestation period of a superhero baby? Because it seems Dark Star gets pregnant, Dark Star is huge, Dark Star goes into labor. So what is the gestational period? That's what I'm asking. Is it a day and a half? Is it 2 days? Or is Captain Amazing, is his name really real? Is it more than just amazing?"
Yeah. The name says it all right there.
Well, I kind of figured it tied into the fact that there was such concern over the baby and how it was growing, because both parents had superpowers. So she immediately went to the doctor and got checked out. So that's what it had to do with.
Not just the doctor, the mother of the man who got her pregnant.
Right.
Which I thought was hilarious in its own right.
Funny.
I love her.
That scene.
Oh,
Isn't she awesome?
I love when she gives you like 10 pounds of vitamins and is like,
Yeah.
that was so funny.
She's such a talented actress. Yeah.
Jules, being a mother, can relate to the vitamins and the old doctor visit.
But Jules never had to try to steal something.
How awkward. What'd you say?
Yeah.
I said Jules never went into labor trying to steal something.
You didn't?
A powerful
No,
item.
Unfortunately not.
Jules,
It wasn't that exciting.
What's wrong with you?
I know.
You're missing out.
It was boring.
Maybe
Yeah,
next time
well,
you'll get a chance.
the pregnancy period actually, in my mind, actually is the same as any other woman. But I mean, we just tried to do like a little montage there to bridge all that, just to try to get to the birth, quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's, kind of why you see it happen very quickly in the actual series itself.
We just wanted it cleared up. That way anybody on Twitter or Facebook says, that's not a real depiction of a pregnancy. I was on my back for 5 months.
I actually got the first. Yeah, somebody called me out on that a couple of days ago. Actually, they were like, "That picture ultrasound is way too big, unless it's like the baby is growing at super speed," which is totally. They're right. It is, but
Well, at least they didn't look at it in Rosemary's Baby. I mean, come on. It could have been Rosemary's Baby.
It's so funny. No, it's looking at a show of superheroes and supervillains and superpowers, and they're like, something's not factual in this, and it's the size of the baby on the screen and the ultrasound.
Right. The superpowers are totally logical and realistic.
Right.
It's okay that she got bombed almost to death, but that baby's way too big. Hold on a second.
Oh, yes. And she landed on her stomach, too, and the baby's perfectly fine.
Check.
Right.
Because that's a super baby.
Look, that's totally cool, though. I'll be honest with you. Anytime I've got a couple scathing things from people. Almost all of it has been super positive, which has been great. It's been really, really encouraging. But, look, I actually take it as part of when people start picking this stuff apart and actually start writing to me saying, Jeff, what the hell are you doing with this? I actually take it that it's becoming more popular and they're that passionate about it that they actually feel necessary to write to me and tell me that stuff.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Right.
It means they've watched the show. That's the biggest thing. It means they've watched the show. And when we first, Jeff, I think you and we had first started talking on Twitter, and it was like, hey, go check out our show, and I watched it. First of all, I loved every second of it. I loved the kind of the weird Justice League that Captain Amazing's a part of, and then you got the wonky Legion of Doom, I think the Legion of Doom actually cracks me up. Your Legion of Doom cracks me up more than your Justice League type characters, because the head villain, I loved it when he gives you, Jordan, the present, and it says "for baby," and it's the little ray gun, and you're just kind of like,
what?
That's one of the favorite parts. It's awesome.
Her name keeps escaping me. Your sidekick.
Well, she goes to be Cherry Villain is her credit in it.
I think she's
so
just
good,
hilarious.
She's so funny.
I love the doctor.
Huh?
The Dr. Destruction offered to babysit from the first
Oh, yeah.
season. I thought that was just such a bizarre. A guy in a robe, this evil guy offering to babysit. It was funny to me.
It's like Lex Luthor saying, "Let me watch your baby for you."
Yeah, let me watch the kid.
And kind of being genuine about it, and you're like, wait, I don't know how to take this.
Well, I think that's a good showing of, even though you're villains, you have this kind of camaraderie together. You have this relationship. Even though your character kind of seems like, I don't really want to be here, but I'm going to be here type of a thing. Because he's always like, you got to go do this, but then he's trying to be nice to you.
Yeah, he's like trying to be a father figure, but still really, really bad. Yeah,
and I'm sure we're going to see
really good writing.
And I'm sure he's going to have more of that kind of like, I want to be a father role in the upcoming episodes. I don't want you to give anything away, but I'm hoping that happens, because we know on Wednesday we're getting the 3rd episode of season 2.
Yay!
Yes, you are. Everybody is.
Very good episode.
Yeah. It was a cliffhanger, so.
Yes,
I was
I always try to do cliffhangers. But yeah, this is all three of us, this is our favorite episode. I'm really, really proud of this episode. I can't wait to get people to watch it. It's, I don't know. It's the best thing I've ever done as a filmmaker, this episode. And and it's because of, Jordan and Mark and everybody involved. So I can't wait. Yeah, Wednesday, I'm dropping it.
Well, I love that you kind of did on.
Cool. I was going to ask you.
Go ahead, Chief. Go ahead.
I was going to ask, how hard is it to go to get the mix of drama and action and comedy right when you're doing something, especially in short segments on YouTube or your website? I mean, is that hard to just switch modes like that throughout the episodes, and to keep it balanced for a whole series?
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, because it's something we definitely really try hard to do, which I think, the show, it's billed as a comedy, but, there's action in it, there's special effects, and there's also absolutely some, really good drama in it too, and relationship stuff between Dark Star and Captain Amazing, so it does have all of that. And I don't know. I mean, I guess as a writer, I almost kind of, I don't know. I don't want to sound egocentric or anything, but I kind of naturally write that way, that balance, I think.
Go ahead.
I'm not trying to, I'm not the greatest by any means, but, I don't know, that's just what I kind of do. And it also helps, when you have awesome actors who can switch between that themselves, between drama and comedy, so effortlessly, like Jordan and Mark and all our other cast can do, but you're right. I mean, I think that's something I'm proud of too, that I think we've done that pretty well, I think, throughout the series, found that balance. So yeah, I think that's cool.
Yeah, I think it's good too. And I was thinking it's gotta be, because you're doing them in, how long the segments they are. And that's certain, you got to keep that balance throughout an entire series of episodes that way. And I think you guys are doing a good job of doing that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, that's
Awesome.
That's great to hear. That's great to hear, actually. Yeah. Very good.
I think
that's
it's
really good to hear.
I think it's good.
Comedy.
Go ahead, Jordan.
Huh?
Go ahead, Jordan.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my computer keeps freezing a little bit. It's so great. I love that when I read the script, the way Jeff wrote, because a lot of people just do drama and it can be so serious. A lot of people do comedy and it can be so goofy and slapstick, and you find a lot of that online too. And so it was really refreshing to find something that was just really, really funny. But then, yeah, like y'all were saying, I mean, in the same moment, it has a lot of heart there, and you actually get to know the characters, and there's great character development. And yeah, that's one of the reasons I was excited about it.
I think the way Jeff writes, it's kind of easy to know when he's going for the comedy or the drama or somewhere in between. Like, honestly, I don't know about you, Jordan, but I didn't really have to think about it that much while on set. You know what I mean? Like, we kind of know where we are just by reading the scripts. And yeah, I mean, occasionally there's a question or two. How should I play this? Where do you want to go? But I think most of the time, 90% of the time, we knew like what the scene was and how to play it. And I think that's a lot of credit to the writing. I didn't really think about it too hard. So
yeah.
Well, yeah, that's another follow up. Is how involved is Jeff in that? Does he give you guys a lot? Are you giving a lot of direction on set, or do you just kind of let them do their thing and let it roll out?
I'm usually asleep on set, and you
guys can record anything while he's asleep.
Yeah,
just hand it in as a show.
There it is.
Well,
there's the show.
First off, thank you very much, Mark and Jordan. That was very cool. I do. I mean, the rehearsals are a lot of times where I give the most direction, which we did some through Skype when Jordan was in LA and Mark and I were here. And then we did a week of rehearsals before we actually shot when Jordan was in town here. Sometimes you're right. Sometimes Mark's right. They know exactly where they're already at, and they both know their characters really well, So I know they're always coming in a good spot. So it's usually, little adjustments here and there. For the scene. And so we work a lot of that out in rehearsals, though. So then it's just usually kind of just smaller tweaks on actual set while we're shooting. That's kind of the way I usually approach it.
Well, what I love that, you melded the two worlds. You've got the superhero world, and you show that very, very well. But then the real life issues of an unexpected pregnancy, and yes, and with Jordan moving in with Mark, yes, the circumstances for her moving in was her building got blown up and she got blown up. But her moving in, him having to adjust to her being there, getting the baby's room together, going to the doctor. I mean, all real life things that we go through when we have kids. But the writing of it from the superhero perspective is just so unique, and it's nothing like what you see anywhere else. I don't think I've ever seen outside of comics, you never really see a show about superhero pregnancies. So I thought the writing on that of melding the two worlds was just spot on perfect, and it just keeps drawing us back that we want to see what happens next in this. What next real world problem is going to affect the superheroes?
Those are good points, Ben.
Thank you.
Never really thought of.
Yeah, no, thanks, man. Thanks very much. I think, what I love about the series, and I think why a lot of people dig it, and because they can relate and they can empathize with the characters, because they do have real problems. That's the whole point. They're real people. They're not over the top superheroes and villains. They're real people who are in this crazy situation, and they're dealing with real problems. And then you throw on all the superhero stuff as a little extra, cool bonus stuff, right? But I think look, at anything I write, I try to write. You need to have your audience empathize, relate to your characters. Otherwise, you're not going to invest, And so, I think people can empathize with both Michael and Jessica, which is why I think it is a big reason they're enjoying the series. I hope so. Anyway.
And you recently put on Facebook, I think it was yesterday. You were asking the fans to name what do they think the baby's name is going to be? What's the baby's name? Now I know I'm right. I know it's Dark Amazing. I know they're going to name the baby Dark Amazing. The male's going to have the two names. I know that. But I think your rapport.
Yeah, thanks for ruining it, by the way.
Hey, just a stab in the dark, But I think
it might be Captain Dark.
I put Captain Dark Amazing, and then just baby. They can't come up with a name, so it's just baby. That's all it is.
What about Dark?
Yo, baby.
Dark baby. Dark baby amazing.
What was that?
That way we got something right. We got something right, and the lights went out. We got something right.
Oh, take it away.
That or this, like I said, this is Super Knocked Up Panel Squares. Maybe somebody blocked her and her.
It's a complex way of conveying information to rig a room to go black when you get the right answer.
We're going to start doing that on every show. But that's one of the things I think people love is... Go ahead, Jules. Go ahead. Sorry, I'm rambling. I'll shut up.
No, it's okay. I was just going to say that, of course, when I heard of Super Knocked Up, I was like, that's right up my alley. So I started watching it, and I watched it in like 5 minutes. I just watched all of them that you guys had. And then I was like telling my husband, I was like, you have to watch it, and he's kind of like, So then he started watching it, and then he watched them. He's like, I think I missed an episode. I was like, no, you watched them, and he's like, when's the next one coming out? I was like, I don't know. He's like so excited about it. So I was like, yes, we got another fan.
Great.
So
whoa. Jules is waiting for the Blu-ray with director commentary.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, nice.
It will come out.
Wait, I gotta get the
that's
light.
first in line.
Whoa. There you go.
Sorry, I have to move around to get the light on.
Thought we were doing some Tabo.
Some sort of kinetic movement light system.
Some elbows.
That's really cool though,
Love Tybo. Huh?
Jules. I was saying it's really cool to hear, like, when people, do that kind of stuff. It's crazy. Like,
I wasn't trying to push it on him, but I was trying to push it on him because I wanted to talk to him about it. I wanted to, converse with him about it. And I think he was just so concerned because he had thought he had missed one because, like, how it was on YouTube, I think he thought he skipped over one. I was like, no, because I watched him with him again, I was like, no, you saw them all. It was funny that he didn't.
That's really cool.
It's over 2 million views now, right? You guys have surpassed 2 million?
It is.
Crazy.
We have, yes.
That's a pretty amazing number of people seeing it.
Yes, it is. It blows me away.
Well, that
we would have been happy with like 200, right?
Seriously.
Yeah, we would love to get close to that.
Yeah, we would love 200 on this show.
We would like to get,
Yeah.
Because we're so young. But, we love the show. I think since we started watching it, we talk about it probably every day. We talk about you guys and what's going to happen and how things are going. Because we love anything with superheroes in it. If you saw our bills from the comic book store every week, you'd probably die.
It's insane.
It's insane how much we spend at the comic book stores. But even there, I'm telling my guys at the comic book store, I'm saying, hey, you gotta watch this show. This is freaking awesome. You gotta watch it. It's so funny.
Oh man, thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
That's really awesome.
Because like I said, it's just, like I said, the real world problems, Captain Amazing waking up and he's like, yeah, I had a good night. Goodbye. See you later, And then she shows up. He's like, nah, man, nah. That ain't my baby. That ain't my kid.
It's a Tuesday night for me. Wednesday morning.
So, I know, Chief, you had a question about comics, right?
Oh, I wanted to know, who all is into? Are you all into comic books? Are you all big comic geeks yourselves? That was one of my.
I'm the biggest. Yeah, I'm the biggest comic geek of the three of us. I've been reading them on and off since I was a kid, and I've always loved comic books. And there's actually a Super Knocked Up comic book too, which was one of the coolest things ever that I actually got to write my own comic book.
I was checking some of that out today. Actually.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we're devising a plan to get our hands on those. We want like a physical copy. We want those to put in our.
All right.
We want those to get put in our little bags with our little boards.
You're devising a plan? Like, are you going to steal one from me? Is it robbery?
Well, we had this idea. We think there's something the show is lacking. And what that is the show needs like a superhero TMZ that follows the superheroes and villains around, and the biggest scoop they get is this pregnancy. And I know 3 people that would be perfect for the role of a superhero TMZ for your show.
That's funny.
But no, we
Hold
just
on a second.
Hired. You're hired.
hey guys, we're on. We got hired. We got hired by Jordan.
Yeah, all right.
Wait, I think Jeff's the final
We got that on video, right?
Hey, for me and Jules, New York is a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah, there you go.
Jason, we gotta ship him though. We gotta
I could be there in like
mail
4
him.
hours.
Nice. 4 hours. Wow. All right.
Put it in a crate.
Well,
on UPS.
I would have to go like 80. I think I'm 6 hours, but I can get there in 4. I can get there in 2 for you.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Jules.
I would have to fly.
Where do y'all live?
I am on the about 60 miles west of Chicago is where I am. These guys live closer to the coast.
I went to grad school in Chicago. I love Chicago.
I am from the great Richmond, Virginia, just south of Richmond.
Ah.
I am from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Oh, you're not that far then. From us.
Jules is the
really
closest
not.
by far.
We're
But I'm
actually
sure we
flying
can
in
get
for New York
Jason in a
Comic-Con.
box with a couple holes and just mail him to New York if we had to.
I think we could do that.
I'll just ramble to the. I'll hitchhike. Get to hit the highway.
But
Do it old school, 70s style.
Jules, I know you got some questions, Jules. What do you got in that head?
Yeah. I had a question. For Mark, actually. I was going to ask him if, because we all know that he's adorable. I was going to ask if he had like a high amount of like,
Absolutely.
fangirls like coming after him, like, we love you. I can picture that.
I don't. I wish I did.
Actually, come on, Mark. It's a serious problem, actually. Like, I can't even take the conventions anymore.
My house is like a fortress. Like a fortress. Like I have it's like World War Z. Where it's like I got walls.
It's like Beatlemania
24/7. Yeah, it's crazy. Hold on. I think I hear some outside. Guys, I gotta go because there's teenage girls trying to get to my way.
They're
in the skylights.
under the doors. He opens up his window and continues to press live on MTV. Oh my God, Mark, we love you!
I'm the Carson Daly of.
Who wouldn't want that?
Yeah.
I picture that
don't
in my
compare
mind that
yourself to
there's
Carson
like a
Daly.
huge...
You have a career.
True.
Bring it on, Carson. Bring it on. I've taken shots at George Lucas. Now come on, bring it.
It's been trying to make enemies of Carson Daly, which is bizarre. For no reason.
He single-handedly ruined MTV, okay? It used to be about the music.
That's true. That's true.
Now it's about...
Yeah,
now it's about teen moms who aren't as cool as supervillain moms.
I don't even know. Reality TV. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't have the harem of women coming at me, but which is good because my wife is okay. My wife would probably slaughter them all, so it's good. It's good, but you know what?
Hey, Libby started a fan club for you.
Yeah, she sent you that.
Did you?
You should ask Libby to send you guys her fan letter to Mark. It's epic.
Oh, she told me about the fan letter to Mark. I got to get that from her. I got to text her about that right now and tell her I need that fan letter.
It's pretty. It's amazing.
It was very nice and creepy a little bit, but it was very nice.
It's really creepy. It's a creepy.
There was some hair in it, and like a tooth.
Right. Lipstick.
There was a piece of the food and everything. I was like, but
Sock.
so I don't, Jules, but I'm looking for it. Come on,
You got your first one right there.
You got the balls.
There you go.
First one, yep. I'll start to
Come and get some. Captain Amazing.
That's right.
See, Jules used to always have Superman stuff on and Captain America. Now she just walks around with a Captain Amazing shirt on all over the place.
It's so funny that you say that because I was thinking, like, before the show, I was like, I want to get a shirt and I'm not crafty at all. So I was like, I don't know if I can do this, but I wanted to get that shirt like what she was wearing in the second episode.
I love Captain Amazing like that.
Yeah.
Captain Amazing.
Which was probably one of my, I love that scene just because it was so funny how when she sat down and then like she had that shirt on, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
I busted out laughing. But I wanted to try to make one and it didn't happen.
Well, you know what? You or anybody else can actually get that shirt on our website because we have merchandise.
I was just going to say, I would buy one though, for sure. I will so buy one.
Nice segue, Jules, into the...
Yeah.
Thank you.
See, that was my plan. That was my plan.
You better hurry before they're all sold out.
Yeah, before Jay buys them all.
All the girls are going to go buy them. And I bought them. No, but they're going to be gone when I get on.
Sign on right now and buy one.
Better hurry up before
SuperKnockedUp.com.
Mark's mom is going to buy all of them if you don't hurry.
That's right. She will too.
No, I think that is one gaggle of women his wife won't worry is chasing after him. But guys, we absolutely love the show. It is fantastic. Anytime you got anything, you just let us know. But I do want to talk about, first of all, let's talk about Super Geeked Up.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell us about Super Geeked Up, one of your other projects.
Sure. So Super Geeked Up is our weekly Google Hangout we do every Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, where the three of us chat with basically it's a way for us to reach out to our fans, and we answer fan questions every week that they send in through Twitter about the show, or usually it's about random geeky stuff. In general, that's what we often start talking about. And we have a guest on, usually from the web series world. So it's a way for us to interact with our fans who are amazing and we love them. And also to get them to check out other web series that we really like, and for the fans of those web series to check out us, hopefully. So it's cool cross-promotional stuff, too.
Cross-promotional.
Very cool.
Yeah. See a light bulb going off there.
Yeah.
Actually, Jules has been on. I think, Jules, you've logged on to that a couple times.
I did. I logged on. The last one that you're talking about, it was, I only logged on for like 10 minutes or so, about which fictional character, TV or movie did you not want to see die? And I was really surprised that there was a lot of Lost. I watched Lost, and Lost was like one of my favorite, but it seemed like there was a lot of Lost people that they didn't want to die. And like,
yeah, a lot of Twitter comments were about Lost.
Yeah, I actually was kind of surprised about that. And then I was actually trying to think of, I couldn't even think of something to say for that, but yeah, I tuned into that. I tuned in.
Well, thank you for watching.
I thought I tuned in. Yeah, I know I tuned into another one. I can't remember what it was about though. This was like a month ago, I think.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean, people, we do it live, and people can watch live, but they can also watch them any other time because they go up as their YouTube videos on our YouTube channel as well, which is SKU Web Series. So people can check out all of them.
Indeed.
We've done like 30 of them now, yeah.
Yeah, 30 now. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
so
awesome.
if you could go on a date with anybody from a superhero movie, who would it be? Because now I'm thinking.
Or the superhero.
We've talked
Let's
about
go superhero first, and then we'll go with actor. Because sometimes it might be both. It might be the same person. So let's go superhero first, actor second. I'll go ahead and start it. I'll start it off. Anne Hathaway as Catwoman. We all know that from the show.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
That's a good one.
Does it have to be a superhero from the movie, or can it be a superhero from just a comic book?
Yeah, I'm comics. I'm going comics because I can't think of any movies.
We'll go with comics for you, Jeff. We'll go with comics.
All right, am I up? Is it my turn?
Yeah, you're up.
Yeah, Boss Man goes first.
I'll reveal mine last.
All right, so if it's just like a comic book character, I'd probably go with Huntress because she's my favorite character, and and she's probably the closest to Darkstar, to be honest with you, of any comic book character, because she's really kick-ass and she doesn't take any shit, but she's also super hot, and I don't know, I love Huntress. I think she's cool. Now, from an actor standpoint, I'd probably go. Oh no, never mind. I almost said Scarlett Johansson. I'm not going to say that though. I'm going to say Jennifer Garner, who played Elektra, because I love Jennifer Garner.
Yeah, I love her too.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give mine right now. I think Spin knows what I'm gonna say, comic book wise. Who do you think, Spin?
You're going to say the Lady Sif.
Who do you think?
Lady Sif.
That's right. Lady Sif.
From Thor.
From Journey into Mystery and Thor. And I'll go. So let's throw out Kate Beckinsale in Underworld.
Oh, good choice. I love Kate Beckinsale.
Nice.
We lost Jordan. Hopefully she'll be back.
Jordan loves Kate Beckinsale too. She probably went to go call her up right now. That's why she left.
She's at a conference with Kate Beckinsale. She's outgrown us. She's
She was like, guess what, Kate? Jason, Space Chief, just said he wants to date you.
She's on her way here. I better get ready. I'll see you. Good night. See you. Jess isn't going to take this very well.
She won't.
What about, so Mark, what about you?
Hi, Jordan. How you doing?
Hi, guys. I don't know what happened. I guess the internet
Jordan back?
cut
I
out.
can't see her.
You can't.
We got her.
Nope. Thank God.
I mean,
Okay.
what would y'all have done?
Let's go, Mark. Let's go with you. Who do you got?
Okay. From a comic book movie would be it would be Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique in X-Men First Class, because I love Jennifer Lawrence.
Good choice.
Very attractive. If I could date an actor in real life or an actress, it would definitely be Michael Fassbender from.
Yeah, you love him.
A big Michael Fassbender fan. I really am. I'm straight, so like my wife knows I'm straight. But man, Michael Fassbender is a sexy man, and he was sexy as Magneto, and I would definitely date him in real life. Well, I think
now I think about it.
Yeah, see?
Can I change my answer?
Fassbender guy. Yeah. But Jennifer Lawrence in everything ever. That's pretty much my answer.
All right, Jules. Well, you're up.
Who's next?
Jules is up.
Okay. Comic movie.
She just saw me.
I went to the midnight
we know it's
showing
Captain Amazing.
Amy Adams?
Yeah, that's definitely what. Amy Adams.
Oh, I forgot about Amy Adams.
I did see The Man of Steel last night. I love her. She's great. I am gonna go with Henry Cavill. I loved him. I saw him last night. I dreamt about him because I got him really late. I saw that's my plan. When I see the midnight show, if I see the midnight show, then I come home, I go to sleep, and then I dream about. So I'm gonna have to pick him. He was fantastic as Superman. I thought, in my opinion. And then comic book, that's really tough right now. I'm really loving on some Wolverine right now. I really like him. But he's kind of mad, so I'm probably gonna have to go with Hawkeye on that one. There he is, right there. Probably gonna have to go with Hawkeye.
And Jordan,
Hey,
save the best for last.
I watch Super Knocked Up every night, Mark, so I can dream of you.
Oh, we all dream of Mark every night.
Jeff, we knew that.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Who doesn't dream of Mark every night?
I dream myself.
They'd be crazy.
Duh. Hello.
Of course you do.
I'm daydreaming of myself right now.
Mark, focus.
Sorry.
He does.
Hello.
That.
I'm Mark Pezzula, Captain Amazing.
Sorry, was that loud?
Thanks for joining us, Mark.
And Jordan, your turn.
Okay. Now, I know Mark and Jeff already know my answer. But every superhero character or almost superhero character that, or special powers character, that Ryan Reynolds plays, I love. Like Hannibal King in Blade Trinity. And I love him. I mean, I wasn't crazy. Wait, aren't you wearing the Green Lantern ring? Spin back.
He is. He's wearing it.
Yeah, he is wearing it.
Yeah.
I got it.
I just love the way all of his characters are just total smartasses, you know? And so I love that. But I was thinking Wolverine as well, but you're right, he is kind of mad. I don't know.
Yes.
That's a good point. But also James McAvoy, Xavier in First Class, X-Men First Class. I just love him. And also in Wanted. That's really the movie that sold me on him. So I have about 5 answers for you there. Oh, and if it's a girl, my answer is always going to be Jennifer Garner as Sydney Bristow in Alias. Yeah.
Ah.
Good choice.
She's amazing. Or Elektra. I mean, whatever. She's the best.
Now, I have one more question real quick, and then I have to say something, but this is a question, and Chief's going to probably die laughing when I ask this question. Kirk or Picard?
Oh, man. That's a good question. For me, Picard, absolutely. Picard's the best captain, hands down, any Star Trek.
I respectfully disagree.
I'm leaving this interview.
Get out of here. We're Kirk people around these parts. I'm just kidding.
Because I've only really seen the original Star Trek films, 1 through, what was the last? The
Undiscovered Country.
Was that the last one with the original crew?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And a couple episodes of the original TV show. I got to go with Kirk because I haven't seen The Next Generation. I saw the Next Generation movie, the first one, which was
Generations with Kirk.
I can't remember, but it was Kirk and
First Contact.
Generations.
Oh.
Generations. Yeah. So I got to go with Kirk because I really don't know Picard that well. So yeah, Kirk, absolutely.
Same for me.
Kirk's the man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always been a Captain Kirk fan.
No,
There you go.
I get no backup.
You're
No
outnumbered,
backup
Birds.
jewels.
No backup. I don't dislike Picard, but Kirk is just clearly the man. It's what Prime directed.
I was keeping quiet. I actually
Prime directed. Get
all
that out
of
of
the Next
here.
Generation. So, as much as I love Kirk, I would probably go with, I don't want to say it, Picard.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
oh God. Oh.
Yes.
But
show
I watched, it's because I watched them all, so I don't know. And he's got a bald head, and, he's...
The show just imploded.
It does. It's
Strangely, I do have an
I'm off the
autographed
show.
Patrick Stewart
I'm off the
trading
show now.
card up there.
Nice.
nice.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
I will say, as far as a hands-on,
I'm demoted
take
now,
no
I can't-
nonsense, beat the crap out of you, Captain, that's Kirk all the way. But as the analytical, maybe a little obsessive at times, Captain, that's got to be Picard. I'm surprised nobody said, well, I'm going to go off the rocker and pick Catherine Janeway from Voyager. But I do want you to know I now have the fan letter to Mark in my possession.
Yes.
Let's read it. Let's read it live on the air.
I have the fan letter,
Good.
which I will now read on the air.
Oh my gosh.
Should I do it like Andy Kaufman reading The Great Gatsby?
Yeah.
It's read best
Absolutely.
in an accent or something. Yeah. Last time it was read in a British accent.
No, one of our guests, Travis Ritchie, read it as Sean Connery. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, Chief, do we want Elmo? Do we want
Jay Leno. Do it as Jay Leno.
Oh my god.
Yeah, do it like that.
Or you could do it like Gollum.
You haven't said the word for Gollum yet.
Oh, ponies.
Let's relax the ponies. Okay, let me see.
That would add to the creepy factor.
Dear Super Knocked Up, my loves, excluding Jeff. I am a big fan of the series, especially now that you have decided to podcast with us. We take what we can get, and apparently, so do you. And I can't wait for season 2. If you know anything about me, you should know that I hate puns and blue eyeshadow, but have a deep fascination with bedroom eyes. For the purposes of this letter, I have to complain about the lack of discourse regarding Captain Amazing's bedroom size.
Oh my gosh.
In order to right this grievous oversight, I have taken upon myself to create a multi-step action plan. I am using this format to announce my intention to run unopposed for Super Knocked Up Fan Club President. As much as I am willing to use my credentials as Master of Science seriously to determine the stature of a certain superhero's bedroom size and whether he is truly worthy of the title as Captain Amazing, I will even go so far as to reenact the conception scene with Mark of Force. And if one of us happens to find us on top of the other in a compromising, effective position, I'm totally open to being knocked up for the real in the ultimate PR stunt. As a courtesy, can you please, when he leans more to the left or the right, I don't mean politically, hey-o. Now that I have given you all these wonderful ideas, let's talk compensation. I mean, after all, I'm giving up my body for the 9-month gestation period. I think that's the least you can do. But don't wait too long. I'm 32 and my eggs are at 12%. And those suckers are quickly becoming extinct. Sincerely.
Percentages? Are you serious? This is the real letter?
Yes. I'll send it to you. Sincerely.
Going into
real letter.
egg
So
count?
baby mama. Size fact checker, master of science, and I will just have to say, Elmo's scared. Yes, he is.
No, yeah.
I want a letter like that. That'd be great.
Oh,
I'll write
I'll
you one.
frame it. I'll put it right here for every show.
I'll write you one.
What you wish for.
Yeah.
I'll make a plaque for it. I'll put it right here.
I think that is better than
She's
the letter.
watching right now, typing.
I think that's better than the letter that David Letterman got when he was blackmailed.
Yeah.
I think it was better.
Yeah.
It was better the third time. I think that's the third time we've heard it.
So there you go.
That gets better and better.
Libby, your letter's getting famous, man.
I know.
That's great.
This is going to be a
Fantastic.
letter.
When you guys hook it up?
Love it. Love it.
So Jules, now you have a template to follow, Jules. And
Yeah, when I write my letter.
when you write your letter.
Yeah.
Jules, please.
Fill in the blank.
See if you can get your percentage more accurate than that one.
I
Get your percentages.
A little bit more poetic, please.
I'm on
little
top
bit,
of that, yeah.
To rhyme a little bit more.
She usually writes on
Should be a little bit more concise. The prose flow a little bit more, please.
Jules, I'll edit it for you. In fact,
Yes.
Jules, you could do a video love letter, and I'll edit it. I'll add a nice little an intro to it, and some bumper music, some Kenny.
Oh, I like that.
Maybe a little Kenny G. We can have a little Kenny G music playing.
Kenny G. That's funny.
You can have pop-up videos like annotations. Yeah.
We could, you could put up the real bedroom size.
That's a good idea.
Pop-up.
Oh my gosh.
The dimensions.
We could do a scientific algorithm. Size plus force equals mass.
That would be a good pop-up video.
We might have to do that.
Jules,
We might
get on
have to
that.
do that.
I'm gonna do it right now.
See you, Jules. Get to work on that. We'll see you later.
Yeah.
You know my Twitter. You know my Twitter handle, don't you, Jules?
If not, I'll give
I
it to
think
you.
so, man.
Direct message.
Well, Mark, would you say equal or no? I'm not gonna ask because we talked about you peeing next to Agent Coulson, next to Clark Gregg.
Yes.
On Twitter.
I did. I peed right next to
Awesome.
Clark Gregg. I didn't even know it was him until he walked
Is that
out
the same-
and some dude. What's that?
Is that the same time you walked in where Joss Whedon held the door for you?
No, Agent Coulson was
Different time?
at Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con. I was
okay.
peeing, and everybody's like, dude, he stood right next to me, and I was like, why is this guy sitting right next to me? And I was like, peeing. And then I walked out, and then he walked out, and some dude took his picture, and the guy goes, I want a picture of a celebrity, and Clark Gregg goes, well, tell me when you find one. And I'm looking at him like, oh my god, I just pissed next to Agent Coulson. I was like, that's...
So we learned that Agent Coulson does not have a shy bladder. He can go right next to a guy. It doesn't bother him at all.
But it doesn't matter how many stalls
not
are open,
shy.
he'll just beeline right next to the guy peeing, and he did. Because I was like, this is weird, and I'm like trying to turn away.
That is great information to have.
It was Clark Gregg. I was like, wow, kind of cool.
They're funny.
Yeah, that's cool.
Once
I'd like to
again,
meet that guy. He's awesome.
Once again, a good segue. You said San Diego Comic-Con, and Jeff, Super Knocked Up's going to be at San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, that is a good segue. Yay, yes we are. So we got, Jordan and me got invited to be on a web series panel at San Diego Comic-Con. So I'm super, super excited. I've never been.
Congratulations.
And I've always wanted to, thank you very much. I've always wanted to go, so I can't wait. We're going to be out there. I mean, I'm going to be out there for the whole time, for all the days of it, and just going to have a blast. So, we're going to take tons of pictures, do some video interviews with people, all that good stuff. And I know, Mark went a few years ago, and he said it was like one of the best times ever, so I can't wait to go.
No, I'm so
Awesome.
excited. I've always wanted to go too, and living in LA, I'm so close every year, and I'm like, expensive. But now we get to go and like, represent our own show. That's so cool.
If you see my,
That's awesome.
That's great.
Congrats.
This is my dog barking.
yeah, if you see my boo Felicia Day, give her a big old hug for me. That's my boo.
Okay.
I will go do that. And then she'll think I'm really creepy. Awesome.
Or an autograph. I'd love an autograph. I'd love that.
This is from my friend. Go up, dog.
All right. So I think that's about time for us to wrap it up. I think we've talked a lot. Once again, though, the website. If you guys want to go ahead and put that out there, the website.
Sure, absolutely. It's superknockedup.com. You can watch all our, we're in the middle of season 2 right now, or you go to youtube.com/SKU web series. And Facebook or Twitter, Super Knocked Up is what you want to type in. Please watch us. That's the best way you can help us out. We really would appreciate it. And like you said, on Wednesday, our new episode 3 comes out.
And you will finally get to
Can't wait.
meet. You'll finally get to meet Dark Amazing. So.
Yes.
Dark amazing.
Dark amazing.
Dark amazing. Our baby
I like that
boy
name.
girl. He.
Oh,
So,
yes.
Jordan, Jeff, Mark, we want to thank you for being on with us tonight, taking the time out of your schedule to come out and talk with us tonight. Hopefully it won't be the last time we're all together on the same screen. Hopefully we can do this
Absolutely
again.
not. Yeah, no, we would love. Thanks. This was a
Thank
blast.
you.
Yeah,
This is
y'all are
great.
a lot of
Thank
fun.
you.
Thanks, you guys, for coming on.
Next time they're on, we will have this.
Excited.
Next time they're on, we're going to have the heated debate. Who is the best doctor? Which of the doctors is the best? Next time, Super Knocked Up is on with us.
Oh.
But until then,
Cool.
Until then,
Right on.
I am Spin Dash. Space Chief.
Space Chief?
Jules.
And our guest at the top.
Did we say it?
Yes.
Thank you.
Super knocked up.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Seriously,
guys.
thank you
Thank you so
very
much for
much.
watching.
You guys are really awesome.
And
Thank
if you've ever seen our show before, you know there's going to be some weird fracking video clip at the end of this that we have no idea what's coming. So roll that beautiful beam footage.
Stop pretending you're sick and just admit that you couldn't do it.
I'm not pretending, you idiot! I'm going to labor!
Holy shit.
Holy shit! Holy shit! If you're strong, you can fly, you can reach the other side of the rainbow. It's alright, take a chance, 'cause there is no circumstance that you can't handle. When you use your mind, sonic boom, sonic boom, sonic boom, keeps you running faster. Sonic boom, sonic boom, save the planet from disaster. To the dark, to the light, it's a supersonic flight.